Welcome back here to the PM show. Fred Dreyer edition. Yes, that Fred Dreyer, gentleman, great gentleman, sports extraordinaire athlete, football all-star, actor extraordinaire. You saw him on Hunter. You saw him on so many things.
American citizen.
And now an American citizen. It's probably one of the most important roles of your life right now is trying to save the country.
Well, I believe in the Constitution. I believe in right of center politics, although I'm not politically affiliated with the Republican Party. I'm a conservative person. I love the Judeo-Christian principles. I believe in the Founding Fathers. I believe in the greatness of those individuals. And I try to live by a code of truth. Everybody's human. You slip up every now and then, but you fall into certain patterns. But the overall belief system is I believe in God Almighty. I'm sovereign. At one point in time, any time an American traveling abroad was in trouble, it was enough to sail ships because of the sovereignty factor. People believe so much in sovereignty and Americanism and to be an American, the nationality of being an American was so valued by Americans that it was enough to sail ships. So I believe in all of these tenets, and I also believe that America's losing a great deal of this. I think they're asleep. I think the good people are starting to wake up a little bit, and hopefully it takes finding someone creeping in your bedroom window at night to realize that you don't live in a great neighborhood. That you're susceptible to all the foibles of what is going on in the culture, and the possibility of correcting those things are right here in front of us, and that's what we try to do, try to help people find that path to get back to where they should be, which is right of center.
All right, now this the whole budget crisis that came up and all working down to August 2nd, and we were going to go bankrupt in this country, and the credit rating was going to go down and all that. And you turn the TV news on the day after, and everybody's talking about something that's going on in Australia. It's like it never happened. It's like the story has been tabled and then shoved back in the corner somewhere.
Well, yeah, we're more I think apt to lend ourselves to being curious about what happened to that Anthony woman who killed her child, and all of the prurient vulgarities that are being presented to people through the mediocrity. Remember, when they've got you talking and looking and seeing and listening to those things, they're not telling you the truth. It's all a form of propaganda. Propaganda is defined by what is not being talked about. And this is all flooding the senses and getting you emotionally discharged in a specific direction. That's why two out of 2 to 1 in this country believe that all the problems of government are the fault of Republicans, and that can only take place if people are being overly affected by the mediocrity that we live in today. Instead of using their brain, stop affiliating themselves to the government or stop affiliating themselves to the Republican Party and start thinking for yourself.
And so is there a saving notion here? Will there be hopefully a candidate that you think can kind of lead the charge and, as you say, pull the country back into a two-party system with some conservative, which is right of center, and liberal, which is left of center, instead of both parties, the conservatives being slightly left of center now, and then the liberals being totally left of center?
Well, let's hope so. Remember, like I said earlier in one of our first shows, and I'll just say it again for those who've joined us, the George Bush, Karl Rove regime took us right of center into spending.
By design.
By design, purposely. It was a business model, and therefore George Soros came in and pushed the party extreme left. You can't go any further left. Extreme left. Now the conversation is between extreme left, where Rachel Maddow, hangs out, and left of center, where the Republican Party is. That's where the neocons are. That's where the struggle is.
Is there anybody right of center?
The Tea Party is right of center. The Tea Party is the Constitution. The Tea Party's getting
called names. They're getting called terrorist organizations.
They should, because they threaten the left. And remember, when you start threatening the left, it's a calumnious
name calling.
It's a calumnious name calling a party. And what they're doing is they're taking the clarion voice of truth to the American people and killing it by attacking it. It's working on the Republican Party. I don't believe it'll work on the Tea Party people.
If the Tea Party people happen to call the liberals a certain name, you'd be hearing about that in the media for quite some time, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you would. And right now, what's going on within the Republican Party, there's a struggle. Is it going to be left of center politics, where George Bush and Karl Rove are, away from Reagan politics, away from the Constitution, or are we going to go back across the center line to the right of center where the Constitution of America is? And that's where I want to go.
And we should mention also, program reminder, that this show will actually be 2 hours today because you're going to be guesting with Barry Farber immediately after this show.
That's correct.
Straight ahead, more with Fred Dreyer. CRN Digital Talk Radio. It's the PM Show.